What's going on? Where are they?
It doesn't matter. The mock trial's off.
What do you mean it's off?
Lewis came up with a work product exemption argument. Donna doesn't have to testify at all.
You got the judge to agree to that already?
He didn't agree. Lewis is gonna work on it and you're gonna argue it. So why don't you get down to his office and get busy?
Harvey, that's a great plan, but are you sure we're not skipping this just to save Donna embarrassment in front of the firm?
No, Mike, we're skipping this thing to stop that from going after her in open court.
I get that. It's just that when someone is special to you, it can mess up your judgment.
And when I want your advice on my personal life, I'll ask for it. So unless you think you can't handle it and I have to tell Lewis to do it,
I can handle it, Harvey.
then walk yourself down to Lewis's office and get ready, because we're shutting this son of a bitch down today.
Your Honor, the only reputation being smeared here is mine, but more importantly, I agree. Clifford Danner has nothing to do with this. In fact, if anything even remotely resembling that name comes out of my mouth, feel free to hold me in contempt. But in the meantime, unless the defense would like to bring up what I had for lunch in the 3rd grade, I'd like to call my witness.
Your Honor.
Ms. Paulson, please take the stand.
Ms. Paulson, could you please state your employment history prior to becoming a legal secretary?
I was an actress.
Were you able to make a living at that?
No. I worked as a waitress to supplement my income, but I don't see what that
And how
has
much
to
do you make now, Ms. Paulson? Somewhere in the 6 figures?
Yes.
It's quite an improvement on minimum wage plus tips, wouldn't you say?
What can I say? I'm very good at what I do.
And was shredding a document related to the Coastal Motors case that your firm tried years ago one of the things that you were good at doing? What the hell does he know about that?
Doesn't matter, he knows.
Ms. Paulson, I'll ask you again. Did you destroy evidence on that case? And I'll remind you that you're under oath.
Objection. The document he's referring to was fake. It's not illegal to get rid of fraudulent documents.
Did she know that when she destroyed it?
It doesn't matter. So unless he plans to prosecute the witness for doing her job...
I plan to ask the witness questions. I'd like the chance to do that.
Your Honor...
Mr. Specter, back off. Witness will answer the question.
Yes, I shredded the file.
That's your boss's request.
No.
Ms. Paulson, were you fired during the Coastal Motors trial and then rehired 1 week later?
Yes, but...
And since then, you've become your firm's chief operating officer, but you're not a lawyer, are you?
You don't need to be a lawyer to be a COO.
Then do you have an MBA?
No, I don't.
Of course you don't. All you have is a bachelor's in theater, and you were a part-time waitress, part-time actress when you quit to become a legal secretary, which is what you were until Harvey Specter made you COO overnight. Tell me, do you have any of the qualifications normally required for that position?
I have been at the firm longer than anyone. I know how it works.
Oh, so do I. By breaking the law and then rewarding the people that do.
That's a lie.
Well, then how did you get your promotion? Because there's only 2 ways I can think of when you're not qualified, and they're both pretty distasteful.
Objection, that's inflammatory.
Answer the question.
I'll tell you how I got it. I asked for it.
You asked for it. Well, you know, if that's all it takes, maybe I should ask Mr. Specter for a pony. Except I don't think that's all it takes. I think it takes destroying evidence, getting fake fired, and a little acting ability to pull it off.
Your Honor, he's testifying.
Yeah, well, then I'll wrap it up. Because if she was willing to destroy evidence in that case, she's willing to do it in this one. And that is why the memo referred to in that article no longer exists.
Your Honor.
I've heard enough. This case is moving forward, and I'm allowing that article to be admitted as evidence.
Harvey.
I know what you're gonna say, that we should have had the mock trial. Well, I don't want to hear it.
I wasn't going to say that, Harvey. I was going to say that if he puts her on the stand again in front of that
It's
jury...
going to look even worse than it did just now.
Janet?
You're not going to talk your way out of this. The last time we were in there, you said when it was over, we'd win. Well, instead of us winning, he gets to use a memo that doesn't even exist.
Not that doesn't exist, that you didn't write.
What are you talking about?
I think what Harvey's saying is that Malik put the squeeze on someone in your company. And to get him off their back, they went to the newspaper and said there was a memo that you wrote.
Even if that's true, you're never going to find out who wrote it.
Then instead of starting with the person who gave it to the paper, we're gonna start with the person they gave it to.
George Clark? I'm Mike Ross.
The guy David wrote that article about.
And I'm the guy that's gonna sue you for defamation, unless you help us out.
And why would I help someone out who's threatening me?
I'm not threatening. I'm promising. Because you ran a story about a memo that my client supposedly wrote that you didn't even give her a chance to refute.
I didn't need to give her a chance. I had verification.
From who?
That's what this is about. You want my source.
You're damn right we do.
And you know I do that, and I'll never get another one.
And we prove that memo's fake. You'd be lucky getting a job doing movie reviews for the Potomac News. Because that article doesn't just imply my client's guilty, it implies that I buried the damn thing.
Well, considering the nature of my source, you probably did.
What did you just say?
I didn't get it from Elmont Investments. I got it from somebody who knows you.
That's not possible.
Knows him or works with him.
The person who gave it to me had a working relationship with both of you. As far as I'm concerned, that's verification. And if that's not good enough for you, then you go ahead and sue me, because that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, if they know us, that narrows it down.
Yeah, to 1,000 or 2,000 people.
1,000 or 2,000 people didn't used to work for us.
You know what? This doesn't make any sense. Just had this case for a week. By that logic, it would have to be someone who works here now.
Or it could be someone who works here from time to time.
What are you getting at, Donna?
I'm getting at Holly Cromwell.
Why would he go to Holly?
Because that reporter would believe that she has access. If Malik needed to enlist someone to do something like this, who better to do it? And on top of that, she has no love for any of us.
If what you're saying is true, Malik just went from strong-arming someone to fabricating evidence.
No, he didn't. Jesus Christ, this guy's good.
What are you saying?
All he did was give a story to a reporter. That's not fabricating evidence. That's not even a crime.
Well, he admitted it at trial knowing it was false, and that sure as hell is.
Harvey, he didn't admit anything. We did. Because he baited us into doing it. He held up the newspaper as if he was about to enter it, but then he said document and held up a folder with the other hand.
Donna, we need a transcript to make sure what Mike's saying is true.
I don't need a transcript, Harvey. I've got it all right here. I'm telling you, you entered that article.
Well, it may not be a crime, but if Holly comes forward, he's gonna lose, which means I'm going over there right now.
No, Harvey, I am.
Donna, you were the one who made her refuse to come here in the first place. She'll never listen to you.
Harvey, that son of a bitch humiliated me and told the world I don't deserve my job. I don't want to just prove him wrong. I want to make him regret he ever met me.
What did she say?
That she was the source?
But let me guess, she won't testify.
No, she won't. But I will.
Donna.
She admitted that he contacted her. That's what you said we needed.
I said I needed her to say it, not you.
Well, why can't it be me? My word is as good as hers.
It doesn't matter.
Why not?
Because in this situation, it isn't.
You mean the situation where he made it look like I would do
I don't
anything
care what
for
he
you
made it
because
look like. It's not true.
I wanted to get back at him so badly. And I wanted to be the one to do it.
You were the one to do it.
How?
You realized it was Holly. And the truth is, she was never going to say yes, no matter who asked.
So what are we gonna do?
Mike and I are going to use what you gave us to put a gun to Andrew Malik's head. And if we do it right, he is going to regret the day he met you.
Well, did you come to cut a deal? Because I'm all ears, as long as it includes an admission that you lost and I won.
Oh, we're here to talk about an admission, but not the kind you think.
Yeah, we're here to discuss an admission of fabricated evidence into court by you.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I did no such thing.
We know you didn't do it yourself. You had two idiots do it for you.
If it's all the same to you, Harvey, I actually don't consider myself an idiot.
Ah, you have a point. You were the one who figured out he baited us into entering that newspaper forum.
But to be fair, though, it was Donna who figured out that he went to Holly Cromwell because it gave the whole thing credibility.
It's not a crime to give someone a piece of paper and have them drop it off at an address.
But it is a crime to lie about it under oath, and I'm gonna put you on that stand.
You can't force me to testify in my own case.
I'm afraid you opened the door to that one when you made Harvey's character an issue, because if his character is an issue, then why isn't yours?
Look, I broke no laws. And we all know that Janet Stanger's guilty.
And if she's guilty, and you're as good as you think you are, you should have gotten her convicted without planting that bull. So which is it, Andy? Do you want to be humiliated on the stand, or do you want to drop this case right now, you evidence manufacturing piece of shit? What are you doing here, Andy?
I came here to tell you that you may have won the case, but I still wanted to get back at you. So I decided to come after your old mentor.
And if you think Cameron Dennis can't handle whatever you throw at him, you got another thing coming.
I'm not talking about Cameron Dennis. I'm talking about your other mentor, Jessica Pearson.
What did you do?
I didn't do it. You did, when you let her take the bullet for you with Mike Ross.
Andrew, this is between you and me, not Jessica.
Wow, look at that. Andrew, huh? Not Malik or Andy. Andrew.
Listen to me. What she did for Mike Ross doesn't involve you.
Oh, it involves me, because she admitted to being a party to fraud in front of the New York State Bar. Funny thing is, no one seemed to care. Well, I did. So I whipped up a motion to have her disbarred. And when a motion like that comes from the Attorney General's office, man, it is amazing how much people start to care.
You son of a
Oh,
bitch.
there it is. That's the look I came here to see. The only thing better would be if I could be there when you have to tell Jessica Pearson that you cost her her license to practice law. Have a nice evening, Harvey.